آه. السلام عليكم، صباح الخير. كي دايرين لاباس عليكم؟ كنتمنى تكونوا بخير. How are you guys؟ نعستوا مزيان؟ بلانكا صباح الخير. راول صباح النور، لاباس عليك؟ أنت في الخدمة؟ Welcome to another morning tea talk. I hope that you all doing well. And yes, I know like صباح الخير صباح الخير عدنان، لاباس عليك؟ Good morning and welcome to the morning tea talk. I hope that you all doing well. كنتمنى تكونوا نعستوا مزيان. I hope that you slept well. And for people who are new with us, welcome. And for the morning tea talk, as I usually say and always say, is about the culture, about language, about everything concerning Morocco. So welcome to the morning tea talk. علاء, good morning. صباح الخير. ياسمين, صباح الخير. لاباس عليك؟ So as usual, we start with questions. If you have any question, you can ask me. And then actually we're going to talk about bargaining today and about clothes and what their name in Darija. And then we're going to move to colors if you have time for that. But as usual, if you guys have any question, please, you can ask me anytime. ولكن before that, ولكن like ولكن before that, like من هاد الشيء واش نعستو مزيان؟ You slept well? نعستو مزيان؟ شوقي, good morning. صباح الخير. لاباس عليك؟ الحمد لله. ياسمين أنا لا بأس، نعس مزيان اليوم. So this is plural. نعستو مزيان, نعستو مزيان. As usual when I was asking like كسبحتو واش نعسو مزيان? No, not yet. Why? What time over there? Like Shoki, where are you from? منين انت؟ عندي واحد السؤال، شي سؤال. أها بلانكا واخا شنو هو؟ What is it? علاء, الحمد لله. شنو زعما واش ممنوع ولا it's mean like is it forbidden or not or what ولا so واش is like the question. ممنوع is given the meaning of like forbidden and something like you should not do. ولا is mean like or, so instead of saying or not, it's just like واش ممنوع ولا. I'm in California. Oh, I see. Yes, I know. It's like do you see lace over there? I think so. سلام everyone, كسبحتو عزال, لاباس عليك؟ كسبحتي انت. I hope you all doing well. Yeah, you see, did you understand, Blanca, what I mean by ممنوع? ممنوع, is this how it pronounced? ممنوع is mean like, is it forbidden or what? واش ممنوع ولا, is it forbidden or what? Like واش ممنوع, I'm just like repeating for others to hear the pronunciation. ممنوع ولا. So for example, if they wanted like to say the whole sentence, it's going to be like this. واش ممنوع ولا شنو? Or what? واش ممنوع ولا شنو? Okay. In Arabic, let me write it for you in like Arabic to say. Guys, if you have any question, please ask me. It's like really good to have a question in the beginning, so that you're not going to keep like thinking about it there in the class. ممنوع. Actually, that's ممنوع. It was like a very it was in one of opinions like what it's like you know, it's like a very famous word. So here is it in Arabic, just to know, it's like a long vowel. ممنوع ممنوع ممنوع. ممنوع is forbidden. It gives the meaning of like you're not allowed to do it. For example, I can say like you can, for example, guns ممنوعين, like they are forbidden. It's not like haram, but it's like ممنوع from the law. It's not like about the religion. It's could be the religion, but like ممنوع is like just like forbidden. شنو زعما نطلبوا نطلبوا I trying to say what it is the L. Yes, نطلبوا is like to ask, but it's like more of like to beg for something, to request, but it could be like also like to beg for something. Okay, it's like verb after verb. Probably there was like a verb before it, so the verb is like tlab. Tlab. Tlab is like to beg for something, like this, to beg or like to request. It could also mean like to ask for something. For example, I can say بغيت نطلب منك واحد الحاجة. It means like I want to ask from you something. If I said like أنا كنطلبك, it means like I'm begging you, or I'm like really like like just like literally like begging you. So it depending on like sentence, but you got the idea. Shnukhor? Okay, wake up with me, guys. Do you have any questions? What is the sentence that you need to use, but you don't know the vocabulary for it, or you don't know the structure for it? نطلبوا من الله يفتحوا. Oh yes, that makes sense. نطلبوا from God. It's like asking from God, and it's like actually begging from God, because we ask from God, we ask because like you can't ask from people, like it's like some things like you have to ask it from God. So نطلبوا من الله, we asking from God. يفتحوا is like to open, so that they will open. For example, I know like that's about the border for sure, right, Blanca? It's about the border for sure. Yes, it's like making dua for God, like كان طلبوا من الله. We always say that. كان طلبوا من الله الصحة. For example, we asking from God the health. كان طلبوا من الله السعادة. We asking from God happiness. كان طلبوا من الله الرحمة. We asking from God forgiveness. نطلب يدك, for example. Yes, نطلب يدك is going to be like asking your. This is like an expression to ask like someone's hand for marriage. Yes, absolutely. There is like difference. Like I already said, like it could be like begging. It could be like I'm begging for something, or like it could, like I'm asking for something. So here, like نطلب يديك is asking your hand for marriage. نطلب يديك للزواج. If you said the whole sentence, it's going to be نطلب يديك للزواج, which means like asking your hand for marriage, like literally. Yes. It's like making the for God and openness. Like we hope so. Like everyone hope for the borders to open. Everyone like hoping like that like tourism gets back, and we find like Morocco again like fall with different people, and just like everyone happy and all of that. It's just like so bored of quarantine and all of that. Even though in like it's no longer in like Rabat and Sari quarantine, it's like people are, everyone is out. Like when I go out, it's like very full with people. But yeah, in the end comes it. Okay, what about the others? You don't have questions? So you don't have questions, either you don't know where to start, or like you understand everything. واحد طلي أختي. واحد طلي. What is طلي؟ على أختي. I don't know. I don't understand what you mean by your sentence. واحد طلي. واحد طلي. I'm assuming you're like you want to say something. واحد طلي بأختي. Yes, I see. واحد طلي. I thought like there is something missing over there. طلي بأختي. Yes, like a request, please. Like yeah. What do you say I was going to? How do you say I was going to? You would say like كنت غادي ل. كنت غادي ل. For example, شي بلاصة. كنت غادي. That's if it's man. Oh, sorry. If it's like if you are a girl, you have to say كنت غادية. كنت غادية. For example, let's say البحر. Okay, كنت غادية البحر mean like I was going to the beach. If you are a guy, you have to say كنت غادي. كنت غادي. ل is like to. If you are a girl, you have to say كنت غادية للبحر, and something like that. مزيان أفهمك. You have to say فهمتك, Blanca. I just like looked up. Okay. Hassan, I don't know if like you give an example or you want to ask me like a question. But if you want to ask me like a question, like label, like you can ask. Go ahead. Yes. غادي البحر. So I'm going to start with the lesson. But if you guys have any question, you can like ask it anytime. It's like the morning talk is a it's like literally everything. So I said like we're going to talk about like bargaining expressions and clothes. We already do. I think like in some lives we don't like bargaining expressions, but we haven't talked about how to see clothes, like how to see like a dress or like a t-shirt or something. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to talk about colors. But bargaining is like a huge thing in Morocco. If um, or say the future. Okay. And foresee the future and past from Andy. I suppose, but in someone. No, we don't say that. Like absolutely not. Past can Andy. Not is not going to Andy, but Blanca, I'm going to message you privately because I'm so sick of people copying my work. So I'm just like going to give expressions and examples. But for the verbs and stuff, like I'm going to message you and like explain to you how to use them. If someone will marry a Moroccan girl, what is the common question we'll gonna hear from the parents and how to answer? Yeah, that's a good question. That's like a big topic actually. So if you're going to ask like marriage from a Moroccan girl, first of all you have to talk to her. Like it's not like as the past like as like people here like you should not talk to the girl and stuff because if she's not accepting, the parents wouldn't accept either. But if she accepted, then you have to deal with parents and see if they will accept. So if you are like going to marry a girl, like to have you have to talk to her because we have different parents in Morocco, and every girl she have like a different parents. I can't like know like what kind of parents she has. When I'm talking about different kind of parents, I mean like some of them they are like very open minded and they will be like, oh, they will be happy that she's going to marry someone from another culture, and some of them they will be like stick to your own country, and you wouldn't want her to go to another country or something like that. If that makes sense to you. So the questions you're going to hear from parents a lot. First of all, if you're not a Muslim, that's the first question. Are you a Muslim? Are you planning to become a Muslim? If you are a Muslim, um, do you have like a certificate that you are a Muslim? They will ask you if you are, for example, like away from like religion, they will ask you if you have like a good salary that you're going to provide for both of you, and they will ask you if like you have your own house or something. Like if you're going to give her like same life that their parent gave her, if that makes sense to you, and you just like say like you have to answer like with the truth. But I don't know like if you are Muslim or not. But if you are Muslim, there is like no problem. It's always like a problem if someone is not like a Muslim. So if he's not Muslim, they will like keep questioning you. And if you don't plan on converting Islam and you don't want to lie about it, they will not accept for sure. Because that's like the limits for them. Like we really like can't like marry someone who's not Muslim because it's the rule. It's like they just can't. They just can't. So yes, if you are Muslim, it's like really easy. They will just like keep like question you. They will like try to see your personality. Are you a person who going to try to her well? Are you going like are you aggressive or not? Are you nice or not? If they like you and they see that you are nice, everything is going fine. They're not going to ask a lot of questions. But if they feel that maybe like you sound like a bit aggressive or like you get like mad fast or you're not doesn't sound like a very like relaxed guy or like I don't know, like it's just like funny. They will just like think that maybe you're going to make her life like hard or something. So yeah, but if she's like happy about it, so it's for sure like she can like always like say like, okay, I like him, he's nice and all of that. Of course, she can't like say that to her father. She will say it to her mother, or like, and then like the mother she will say to the father. So, and depending on the family, if it's like the father is like nice, like the girl, she will like talk to her like father and say like, okay, he's a good person and he's like having a good intention and all of that. So that's the whole point, like to see like if you have a good intention. But I assume like you have a good intention, since you like asking this question. Yeah, but if you're asking about that in Darija, like I can like write it in Darija, but like I don't know like where they are from, so it's like it's going to be a little bit different depending on the region. But yeah, and also like you have to talk to her actually like about like the cat, because if she's like from the south, they always like plan on having big weddings. If she's like from Rabat Saleh like area and all of like Casablanca, they're not always like about like very traditional like weddings, and they would like maybe they would want just like a small one or something. For example, in Tamazight, like Berber like culture, they have like a different weddings. So everything is like a little bit different. Even in Morocco, like it's not the same weddings, and you have like really to talk to her like because like uh, it's like very important. It's like very important to talk about this like before marriage, and it's expensive. Another extra, it's expensive. Weddings in Morocco are expensive. I hope I answered your questions, but if you have any more questions, you can ask me. Yes, they are beautiful. They are like, that's the thing. They are like beautiful, but they are expensive as well. You know, like girls like in like traditional weddings, like the real weddings, like the bride, she's wearing like seven different dresses. So she will like wear the first dress, and then they will have party and dancing and all of that. Then she will go and she will change to another dress, and then like they all like beautiful dresses and they all expensive. Of course they don't like really like buy the everything. They are just like they are like really just like renting it, because if they will buy like the seven dresses, it's going to be crazy expensive. But for sure like they buy like one or two, like depending on the who's going to pay for it. That's the thing. So actually in Moroccan culture, like most of like weddings, they are like two weddings, not just one wedding. So wedding is like for the wife family, and wedding for the father's family, and everyone like buying for their own wedding. So for example, if the woman will have the wedding, so just like the other family, they will just be like as guests, and then the man he's going to do like another wedding. This is why I say like it's expensive overall, and like the white family, they will be like as guests. You see what I mean? So everyone like they are paying for their own stuff, but if they agreed on like just having like a huge one, because we have like a huge family, if you forgot like to just like invite someone, he will be like very mad and very upset. So like literally like when you are like calling someone and say like, okay auntie, come, I'm having a wedding, she will, even like the little kids, they are attending the weddings and they are like huge. It's probably like, I don't know, like 500 person plus. It's like maybe like huge. It sounds like a huge kind of party. But yes, like actually, like if like the woman having her like wedding, she is paying for it, but actually like the man who's giving her the money of like the draw, like what is called it, like the gifts, it's called the gifts. So the man is like giving her like a certain gifts. It's the gifts is like money that is going to help her with the wedding, so she's not like really paying for it, but her fathers, they going to support her like to make like even like a better one. Yes, you just like telling one person and just say to everyone, so it's become like a very huge one. And most of the weddings they start from the afternoon and then the whole night, and they will stay up till 6 a.m. or something, and then they will sleep like a few hours. Oh gosh, she can get a visa with love. passport. Um, yes. Yeah, actually, and it's like very tiring. If someone who's like doesn't have like how to say it, like patience is like very hard. I think Rahul, you know enough, and then getting her visa is going to be like a long process. I mean, if like someone is American, it's like easier because you can have like fiance visa, and fiance visa does not take forever, but like marriage visa, if like for example, if you got married with the Moroccan wife or like husband like in Morocco, then you have to apply for marriage visa, like so that like your partner is going to go and go to your country, it takes almost like a year or something. Sometimes it takes like more than that. But if you are like from America, I think just like Americans who have like that kind of visa, like fiance visa, I think it's taken like for like maybe 8 months or something, and everything is like you're going to be done it. Yes, religious. I married religious. I see. Raul, did you get married in Morocco or did you get to like married in like Netherlands? But fiancé visa is more. Yes, exactly. Is expensive, but it like save you like headache. But like the other one is like taking forever sometimes. And for example, if you miss like your husband, like you have to visit, and this like visits and also expensive. So overall, I think like fiance visa, even though it's like expensive, but it's like faster. And I'm not talking if like you have like to call a lawyer. If you're not going to have a lawyer, I think it's like less expensive, but the all like, the both of them like are hard. Yes. I think like some girls prefer like to get married in Morocco because they are afraid to go to the States, and they will have problem or something because they will be just fiancés and stuff. And you know, some fathers they would not accept for the girl like to go with her fiance and they are not married and stuff. You know what I mean? My wife didn't want a big wedding, only the women came together for something to eat. Oh, yes, I see. Yes, actually, if it's like easy, if like a woman is like very religious, she wouldn't have a big wedding because she doesn't want the men to be in the wedding. So it's going to be like just girls having like a little party, which is nice. For me, I don't even want a big wedding. I don't like believe in weddings. Like I would like just like a little party, maybe like just like a engagement party, but that's it. Because I don't see the point of it. Like you'll be happy by traveling or something. Like it doesn't have to be a wedding. Just my idea, but like Moroccans like really into weddings. Marriage visa, the spouse can visit Morocco and work immediately. Fiancé visa, wait a year. You mean visit like going to the States? Yes, if you are like a Joanna, if you go to Morocco, you can work anyway. But like for yes, for the guy like or girl, like if she went to the States, yeah, you're right. With fiance visa, you can't like work right away. Yes, it's like you have to apply for something else. What do you mean? Like a fiance visa waits 1 year before travel? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I was like reading about this stuff like before. I don't remember when. Oh yes, so your wife is Dutch Moroccan. Oh, that makes it easy. I mean, it's just like should be like easy. I don't know, like what sometimes people like make it complicated, but it depending on people personality. Some people like just like they say like well I'm doing the wedding for the family and like the family likes wedding and want them like all to be together and all of that. And yeah, like يكمل بالخير على الجميع الزواج. وانت يا Blanca, are you planning on like getting married in Morocco? I know like you're not now, but are you like maybe thinking that it's going to be a possibility in future? Yes, actually like it's a huge topic. No way. Why not? I mean like if you ask me I'll be like no way, but like I have even not an answer for why not. Yeah, actually, I was like talking to a friend yesterday about like good things in Morocco and bad things. You will always like find some struggles. Sometimes like really some people do the weddings not for themselves, because they do it because if they didn't do it, like the family, they'll be, oh, like she's poor, this is like why she didn't have a wedding. Maybe like her husband is poor. Oh my gosh, she's like been waiting forever to get married, and then she married someone who's poor, not even able to do weddings. So some people try to avoid like these gossips, and they try to, even if they don't have like much money, they will like all what they have saved their whole life, they will put it on a big wedding. And this is what I don't like about it, because in Islam it's not about like having like a huge wedding or anything. It was just like a way to show like, okay, that person, they got married with that person and they have like this wedding, because there were like no contract in the past. But now there is like contract, and there is Facebook. I can put like on Facebook that I got married, and everyone will know. It was just like a way to show like the other people like that person is get married, so that like no one would like think they are not married or something. So that's what the purpose of marriage in Islam. But now it's become of like showing up, like who's going to do like the biggest like wedding. It was become like who's having like the best dresses, the best like things like this. So that's what I no longer like. It's like still fun, it's still fun, like you have like you get like a great food, you dance like all night, so it's like that's like enjoyable. But like do it for like because you want to enjoy it, not because you don't even have like enough money for future or something, and you are putting it all in within just like because you don't want the other person to talk bad about you. وقيلة تقدر تكون حياتك كاملة على شي حد، ولكن ما خصناش الزواج. Yeah, exactly, like Blanca. المشكل على حساب الديانة, like it's depending on the religion. في الإسلام ضروري خاص الزواج because it's like safer for the women, as actually like really Islam is protecting the woman, because she will have kids. So if she will have like a relationship without getting married and with no paper and stuff, maybe she will like having like 2 kids, 3 kids, and then he will say like I we're not married or something. So Islam make it like it's like you really have to get married like to have kids and all of that, and to have like a family is like safer for the woman. And it happens actually in like countryside, like when like intermarriage like the intermarriage like issue that is still like exists in Morocco. And I was surprised that it still exists. Like some girls, they will get married at 15 or 16 or 17 without papers. And what happened, some like really bad guys, they will like get married with these girls. They are like still like really like صغار. Or like and they would like really like they were like the husbands will go away and she will be there. She's still young, she's still maybe like still teenager having a kid with no husband. So that's like what I think like Islam is like really protecting with women. Islam ضروري yes. ولكن أنا ماشي مسلمة. أنا عارفة بلانكا. That's why I said like it's like for Islamic thing. أنا ماشي مسلمة. What are you talking about? Oh yes, Blanca said وقيلة is mean like I think تقدر تكون حياتك كاملة, like I think that you will be able to have like a full life مع شي حد with someone, ولكن but ما خصناش زواج, we don't really like need marriage. Yes, I think like the papers is just like protection of like in future, because you can't always trust people. That's why. Um, yeah, it's actually like a huge topic. It's like different things. Yes, Ala, is that's the problem in all Arab countries. They just like try to show up. It's like for them is about other people. It's not even about them enjoying something. I said I think you can stay all loyal life with someone without marriage. Without needing marriage, yes. I think the same in some countries. They don't like to get married because they know if they get divorced, the woman will get like the second half. That's right, Joanna. I heard that in the States, if some like two people like they got married and they got divorced, Like the woman will have like the half prior of man's whatever he has. I just like heard that. So I think that's what scared him from marriage. But yes, there's like a different topics about this. There is like a beauty about it. This is like something, too many things that is like beautiful about it. There is some dark side about it. Oh yes, everything is 50-50. Well, let me tell you something. Nothing over here is 50-50. Like literally over here is not that way. It's just marriage. But actually, if you wanted like to have divorce and the other person does not want to, is hard. It's like actually like over here, some girls they just want to get married. Like honestly, they just want to get married. Like for no reason, just like to have a husband to show that they got married. They are not like 30 and still not married yet, and just to have kids. And some girls they would like wait to find the one, and some girls they just want someone who is going to pay for everything and she wouldn't have to work, and you will find like different people. So I wouldn't tell you like there's like Morocco is just one category. We have like too many different people. So wife can get from husband or husband can take from, oh yeah, okay. But most of the time the wife will have the children and yeah, child support. There is like child support actually is good over here, but not that good. I don't think the money that they give for like child support is enough. I heard maybe like it's like 40 kind of or something, which is I don't think is enough. I don't have like a lot of ideas about divorce and stuff and child support, but I see it's not like enough for children. But I think it depending on like the father's job. But let's talk about these words actually. Divorce in Darija is talaq or tlaq. Tlaq. Divorce is tlaq. Marriage is zwaj. I'm giving the nouns, not like in a verb or anything. Master language أهلا سلام كليرة أهلا بنتي أنت بخير يعني لا بس الحمد لله ربي يخليك. And yes, that sounds like standard Arabic, but yeah. Okay, let me see. Can I ask you, Katie, what do you think Al Quran says about hijab? Because I see word hijab in Quran many times, and I have nothing to do with the cover yourself. The word like it's like Jew. Yes, Blanca. Honestly, like I'm not like really like expert in Quran, but for me, I don't think it's like you have to do it. It's like my personal points. I don't think it's like you have to do it, but it's like preferable. Like it's like preferable to do hijab because it's like really safe. And I see like the whole point of it. Like I actually understand when I really think about it. It's like really nice to have a hijab, but like in this world, it's like it doesn't matter anymore. For me, like now it doesn't even matter because I think the purpose of it was like another thing. But like now, like I'm going to say talk about that in a minute. But like in Quran, yes, hijab has different meaning in Quran. Hijab is mean like talking, for example, to others. Like so, if it's a man talking to a woman, it's better to be like in a like between hijab, which mean like not like face to face something. It's all about, yeah, it's about the intention. I think like hijab, what was they going to be good about it? Because if like we're women from the first, all of them like just like wearing hijab and all the clothes, no one going to say like, oh, why she does like have like a beautiful hair, why I'm having like a bad hair, and like the jealousy is going to be less. But that's is not even matter now because everyone like have a difference here, and you can have like I don't know, like you can make hair your change your color hair color and stuff. So it's not the same. But if it was from beginning, everyone wearing hijab, everyone wearing like huge dresses, because sometimes it's like it's cause jealousy, because some girls really like they have like a really nice body, nice curves, and beautiful hair, good skin and all of that. If everyone were covered, like you wouldn't see the others, and you would think it's like normal, and whatever you have is beautiful, so you wouldn't compare yourself, and it's going to be everything nice. Same for men, because they wouldn't say like, oh, this is beautiful, this is not, because they would see just the face. So they will have to, when they will have to get married or like meet someone, they will like fall in love with the personality, not with the beauty or the body. But now it's like become like very comparable, like why like she does have this body, so when you compare yourself, it's caused too many problems. I think maybe like Islam were thinking about like hijab and like wearing like long dresses to stop the comparison, but it doesn't matter anymore now, because it's like everyone wearing different things. So now it's like about the attentions, it's about what you believe in. But I think the first reason was like different things, and it was like safe, because um safer, like it's not if it comes like to like something will happen to you, but it's just like for your happiness, not like to think that someone is like better than you, and just like be happy with what you have. And now a lot of people like they work really hard on like having trust in themselves, and just like be happy with themselves with what they have. But if it was like from beginning, like everyone is covered, they wouldn't even think about it, if you know what I mean. Like no one would going to think about it. Even like hammam in Islam is haram, because in hammam like you see other like girls, and they would be like, okay, she's like looking nice, well, I'm not looking nice. And it's caused like that kind of either like jealousy for some people, because like a human is human, no one is going to be perfect, no one is like doesn't just like having like a good personality. Some people like just like have a weak personality, and they will feel sad, and they will feel depressed about certain things. So yeah, that's what I think. I don't know. um what happened in with divorce in Morocco. Divorce is the ugliest thing in Morocco, honestly. I'm not talking about like the law, but between the man and women, they don't like divorce and say like, okay, we will stay friends, we will see like a good parents, and we wouldn't like hate each other. For them, like divorce is hate, which is I hate. And should not be this way. It should be like, okay, we're always like fighting, we can't like fix it, so it's better for us like to be happy, like divorced. But with the papers, I think whatever like you first time, this is why I say like you have to talk about everything before marriage. It's like really just like writing every writing everything like down. If like you are afraid that he's going to take something from you, for example, if he said if you want to divorce me, you have to pay me something, like that's going to happen. But most of the time it's like very simplified, and you don't even think talking about like what you're going to get. But of course, if you have like kids, you will get like shadi support. So it's like very simplified in Morocco. There is like not like huge law about it. I think it's all about the intention. Yes, that's for sure. Yasmin, the worst thing in what you wear hijab than is just not wearing it. There is worse than in what you wear than just not wearing hijab. Exactly, exactly what I mean. It's not, and for me, it's not about hijab. It's about like what you really in your heart. Some people like they really like wearing hijab and wearing like very Islamic clothes, and they still do so many bad things. They still like wear like uh just like I just surprise me sometimes. I don't even like want to talk about it. Okay, in the Quran doesn't speak at any time of covering hair, speaks of covering the aura. I think it's something more cultural than anything else. Honestly, Blanca, like I read Quran like sometimes, like I do read Quran, but honestly, Quran have hidden meanings, so it's not like really like white and black. So I assume like you read it in like either like Spanish or English, which is going to be like kind of simplified. But yes, it is in Sunnah. That's the thing. I'm not sure if it's in Quran. This is why I said like maybe it's not like obligatory. Maybe it's like more of like Sunnah. And this is why I was always saying when I was there to my mom, because I never like found this on Quran, but I can't like say I can't find it in Quran, or like it's not exist in Quran, because Quran always surprising us with like some hidden meanings that we can't guess, and they are like still working in this. Even like like people who are like professionals on Quran, and they are like really go deep into it. They still discovering new things. So I can't like really say that it has something or doesn't, because only God knows. Like, we are just a human, and we just think of what we see, but sometimes it like happen like later we will see something we haven't seen it, and it has like some hiding meaning. So I don't know. Covering your aura in Islam, yes, covering aura is like just like covering like whatever like show, how to say it, like whatever like cause like I don't know how to say it in English. It's just the covering was not like men should see, as like not like as your husband, as like strangers in front of like human as a lost. Yes, exactly. I mean, like even in Islam, they are defending women more than like men. They say like, okay, if like even if a woman's not like wearing like hijab and she's not like wearing like covered dress and stuff, men like should like not look up. And in Islam, this is like true. Like in Sunnah, like if for example, if you were like as a man walking and you just looked up and you saw like a beautiful woman, or like she's like wearing like a skirt or something, so the first time it's okay because you did not didn't have attention to look at her, but is you're not allowed to look at her at the second time, because that is going to be a choice. So in Quran, like you really have to like if you want like to be very religious, like you should not say she should like wear, be covered. Well, I mean, like you should not look at her if you don't want to say that thing. So if you are like just don't want to look like to see people who like wearing dresses, just don't look up. I mean, like we all like I'm just like walking in the streets and I'm not really looking at people, because I'm like going like certain place for like a certain intention. I'm not like going like to look at the people. I'm just like walking to see the nature. Why you going to look at the girls? I mean, like you're the problem, not her. Because everyone has their own, they believe in something. In the end, when we'll die, we are like going to go to heaven or like hell, depending on our decisions. So if everyone have their own decisions, and you like, who are you going to say to person do this or that? They are like aware of what they are doing. You can advise them if you wanted to, but that's it. Where and when do you write this down? Where or when do you write this down? What is it? I don't know what you mean. سلام. كي دايرة؟ لاباس عليك محمد؟ لاباس الحمد لله، ربي يخليك. الحمد لله. وانت محمد؟ Did you take the medicine? Translate please. You say واش خديتي دواء؟ واش خديتي دواء؟ And I really don't really believe that like God is going to take us to heaven or hell depending on what we wear. Honestly, it's about what you do. Are you helping people? Are you like having a good heart? Are you like really doing good and praying and like just like fasting and doing everything Islam told us? Are you really like helping poor and doing beautiful things? Or are you like wearing like hijab and wearing like maybe like having beard if you are a man, and wearing everything look like a Muslim but not act a Muslim? It's between looking as a Muslim and acting as a Muslim. Like having the both is great, but I think if like you just doing like the actions like and doing what you have to do, it's like much better than like just to do something and you hear it. For me, I'm not wearing hijab just because I don't feel comfortable wearing it. I wear it, I can't even breathe in it. I don't feel comfortable with it. I'm not going to do it just because I have to, or just because, but because I don't really like believe in like wearing hijab. Not believing in it is just like I'm not comfortable. Like I do like say like, okay, it's great if you're going to wear it, but for me, I still not ready for it. When I'm not going to be ready for it, I will do it. But for now, I'm not even thinking about it. But I still do everything I have to do. I do it for love. That's what I mean. If you're going to do it for with love, it's great. But I'm not going to do something I don't like or comfortable in. Let me see. Yes. واش خديتي الدواء is like, did you take medicine? واش خديتي الدواء؟ واش خديتي الدواء؟ واش خديتي الدواء؟ Yes, mean exactly. Yes, yeah. Um, and you and read and understand are the thing, are two things. Yes, actually, reading is not as understanding. I my Arabic and Darija is my first languages, and I read Quran in school. I still read it. I'm not understanding everything because really it's not like what you say. It's not like uh, the Arabic in Quran is not standard Arabic, and it's not Darija. It's neither. It's like Quranic Arabic, which means like it's like the old Arabic, and the old Arabic is not the same as like nowadays Arabic. And of course, the miracle of like Quran is like is going to be always good for any generation. And it's like the miracle in it is like you're always going to discover like some things in it, like about like it could be about like the science, it could be about anything, maybe even about like this period of like coronavirus, maybe like Quran like already talked about it, but we can't find where. And because we are like people who are like just like reading and see what like the words say, but not the minutes behind it. So people are not like really, so that's why I would never say I like Quran said something or not. But I would still like say like there is like words that's very understandable. You have to pray. You have to give poor like money because you really have to help them. You have like to fast if you are able to. So fasting, you should not do fasting if you are sick. If you have any like disease and your body is weak, you should not. Actually, like really like Islam emphasize on not fasting if you are sick, because if it will hurt your body, like Islam is like saying fasting is like good for body, but if you are sick you should not doing it. And so I, this is like major things that like people should do: pray, fast, help people. If you can like go to Hajj, if you are like having money, if you don't, like there is like no worries about it. Yes, and believe. That's it. Like believing, being a good person with everyone, not just like with God. Is published by Lao. Okay, let me see what is that. Constancy. Okay, I don't know like what that word mean. Guys, if you have any question, please ask me. I don't know what's like apostasy. Let me see. Excuse me. No, it's about. Okay, so I'm just like reading like translation. The abandonment of. Not really. Actually, the only thing that you should not talk about in Morocco is like talking about the king, because you're going to jail about it. No, actually, like you can. There are like too many. No. It's like actually, if you like look, if you Google, there is like a president, like not a president, like she was like a woman and she was Muslim and became like a Christian, and that's okay. And actually it's like changing your religion is like up to you. And there is a lot of Moroccans, like, and I know like some of them, they were like studying with me in high school and college, they are like now don't believe in any religion. Some of them like convert to Christianity, and some of them they are already like Jewish, because we do have Moroccan Jewish. And if you came to Morocco, there is a lot of church, like you can go to church, you can enter the church anytime you want. I actually like entered the church just to see how it looks like inside, and that's like acceptable. So it's not like maybe in another Arab countries, but not in Morocco. You can do whatever you want. No one going to tell you like why you did. But you just like you are not going like to just like go walking outside and say like, oh, I'm not a Muslim anymore. It's just like you're going to do it. Like there is no paper that you're going to go and say like, okay, I changed Islam, and you have like two changes for me. So it's just like you change your belief, and that's it. I have a lot to say for that, ولكن غادي اسكت احسن لي. Danke, you are free to say whatever you want. Yes. I mean, like, it's a huge topic. It's like some topics in Morocco is just like they are like too big when we talk about. I'm sorry, like I know like some people who are new with us, they will say like, where is Darija? Well, it's like if you read like the description is actually about, is more about the culture and language and about everything concerning Morocco. I used to do like the Darija coffee talk at night, and it was specifically for for just like Darija, just like for the language and all of that. But sadly, the Wi-Fi is just like very, very, very bad at night. And for people who were like following me for like from beginning, they already know that it was like good at the beginning, and then just went to bad during this period. So that's why I stopped it. Maybe in future I will come back to it. But yeah, because like actually like knowing the culture and knowing just like knowing where you're going to live maybe or where you're going to visit is like very helpful, because I was like very surprised like to hear some people ideas about like Morocco as an Arab country, because they think all Arab countries are the same, which is like not, is they totally different depending on the culture. It's not just about like Islam. So like Moroccan culture is like very open with like having people from different regions, and we are not like just, you will find like some people will try to convince you to just like they will say like, oh, Islam is better for you and all of that. You will always find this kind of people who will like try to convince you to like revert to Islam. For me, like people should do it because they believe in it, not because someone trying to convince them. Is like when you read enough, when you listen enough, and just comparing like whatever you wanted like to choose, and you are like okay with it and you believe in it, then like you can convert. It's not about convincing people. So that's why I would like never actually like convince anyone to do anything. It's like I think like people have like their brain and they are choosing what they are comfortable with it. For me, like I read like too many things and I'm like comfortable with Islam, so that's why I'm Muslim. But yeah, so it's like same for me. I don't like people like to say me like, okay, you should do that, like you should do this or do that. Like I mean, like I read for myself. You can advise me, don't tell me like what I should do. It's like same for everyone. Like everything is people ask when they need help. Okay. Yeah, we talked a lot about religion. We were just talking about marriage and we end up with religion. Sorry. I'm just like not always like comfortable to sit for a very long time. Okay. Yes, do you have guys any question about this? I think it's just like you will always like find like different people in Morocco. Honestly, it's not always like black and white, and it's like always like all the shades of greys. You will like find all the like kind of different people. There are like some people who are like say like, okay, white is white, hijab is hijab, or they will like find like so black and say like uh you should not even like talk to a woman, you should not even listen to a woman voice, you should not even like shake hand with a woman. So you will find all different people, to be honest. Like it's not always like this or that. But absolutely, when you are talking to Moroccans, just try to avoid, not like to me, like for me, like I'm really okay with it. If they ask you, you can answer, but like just avoid like talking about like religion. Some of them like they are sensitive, some of them they would try like they would like start like an argument. And they like to be like very argumentative about some certain things. They just, the thing is about what I don't like about some Moroccans, they are not talking to listen. They are like talking in a conversation to talk, not to listen, just to talk, which is like very bad. And this is what I'm telling you. Like, if you are really in a relationship with a Moroccan, teach them how to what is conversation is, because most of them don't know what is a conversation, and for them, conversation is talking, not listening. So sometimes they are like very bad uh, with listening and just like looking, finding a plan of stuff. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. You only like need H for عبده, is like his slave and his messenger. أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. عبده ورسوله without Allah in the end. It's like his slave and his messenger. So you have to add like just the her. Yeah, this is like what Blanca said is like what you say when you want to convert to Islam, and you just like believing that there is no God but God, and I believe that Muhammad is the messenger of the messenger and the slave of God. You'll find it on Google. I'm going to try to write it for you. It's like called Shahada, by the way. I'm trying to write it in Arabic scripts. But actually, like I'm going to like send you a link. It's just like how to write like things at the word, so like this. Okay, I sent it like first. Okay, let me see. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. But like you have to say like ashhadu anna is like preference with ashhadu anna la ilaha. Okay, I'm going to write it for the others in Arabic first because I don't have. I always say that I don't really have like Arabic scripts in my laptop, so I really have like to copy things or like to just mm, like write them on Google translates. So if you wanted to write it like as you write it first, is like this. أن لا إله إلا الله وأن أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. If you're going to write like عبده, you have to write رسوله. If you're going to use the names, because like there's two ways, like but the meaning is like what matters. You either say like لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله, but you have to say أشهد أن first. Oh gosh, I put it like I sent it like right, and it didn't just like switch. Why it's like being like this? When I copy it, it's just like go not as it is. So you have to say ashhadu first. Yes, ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah or abduhu wa rasuluh. So there is like different ways. So this is like called shahada. You can like Google it. It's like everyone shahada. Shahada is like what you say when you want to become a Muslim, and when you are a Muslim, of course. Like it's just like it's very important. So if you are not a Muslim and you want to become a Muslim, you have to say like Shahada. So it's like Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah, which means like I believe that there is no God but God. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, which means like I believe that Muhammad is the messenger of God. Oh, so actually like if you went like to Google, like sometimes there is like they add like Ali, but that's not like Sunnah. It's not true. It's not like clear. Hold on, like blank I wrote it. Yes, I said like yeah, it's like the one like I wrote like actually like when I copy it, like I said like it's like switch it, but it's ashhadu anna is like always first. Always first. You always like start. It's like preferable to say it ashhadu anna first, and then you say like la ilaha illallah Muhammadan Ras. It's like really like same. It's just like saying I believe that there is no God but God, and the messenger is like his slave and his um it's like this and his messenger. It's the same. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I already said that. Like I'm like I can sit in the same way for very long time. I feel bored. Ryan, salam, لاباس عليك. Salam, صباح النور is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing. You're very welcome. And also like actually like I love like listening to Quran. And actually if you listen to Quran, even if you're not a Muslim, listen like to some certain I listen to a person who's like having like a beautiful voice, and it like makes me sleep very fast. Like whenever I can listen to it, it's like just let me see like what's his name. He's like Rashid Afasi, and he really like have a beautiful voice, and it's like very calming. So whenever I want to sleep, I just like listen to it. You can check it. Even if you're not Muslim, it's not about Islam. It's like if you listen to music and you like different music and you don't even know what's mean, if it's like from different like languages, it's like the same. And like there is like some of them like it's like just make you like very calm and just like so relaxed, and it's really like helps me sleep like very fast because I do like have problem with sleeping most often. So whenever like I just like feel like I can't sleep, I just like listen to this too. Okay, yes. Mary, where have you been? صباح النور. لاباس عليك؟ كل شي مزيان؟ Finally the sun comes out. These days it's like always like كتصبح ضبابة. So ضبابة is like the fog. ضبابة, the fog. محمد الكردي واش كتعرفوا؟ Yeah, I do hear that. Yeah, I do like I think heard like of his like Quran because I do like listen to different ones, but there are like too many like beautiful. I actually like listen to one and it has like a very 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 beautiful voice, but I forgot his name, but I have to search for it again. The other one like I have an application instead of creating all like different Qurans, like different. I'm sorry, I'm like drinking too much liquid. I mostly like just like listen to like whatever I have. Like even if anything like it sounds like relaxing to me, I just like listen to it. Yes. Do you guys have any questions? Please ask me if you have any question. Is there is anyone who new with us? If you are new, what's your level? Ryan Norton, are you new with us? So welcome to all new people. If you have any question, feel free to ask. For people who are like old with us, like you've been from beginning, what is your level now? Did you improve? Is like in what should you like you have like any improvements? Yes, the Baba is Fug. Even I'm not Muslim, I love that dua. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا وتقبل منا الصيام والقيام. That's so beautiful. I actually love all kind of du'as. They are all nice. Dua is like prayers, asking God for something, or just like thanking Him and stuff. Even if you're not Muslim, it's like still a dua. So it's like you are just like we haven't seen God anyway. So even if you're Christian, like you can use anything like it's like for asking God or just like thanking God. So this is like mean like Allahumma innaka. Can you write like the English translation so that like everyone going to see the meaning? Mufti Menk is also very good. I will like check them. I just like miss like listening to different things. The last time like I had like really like oh yes, actually I love him. I used like to watch like his series and it was on TV, but I don't watch TV like anymore. That's why I don't see his channel, but he has like a channel on TV and he giving like amazing advices and all of that. And yes. So yes, Blanca, whatever she that the things that she wrote in Arabic script, she already writes it in Latin letters so that you can read it. Yes, it's like very good. Yes. Yes, it's like, and also it's like very nice and explain everything like very like clear. He doesn't make it complicated. Do we have Zoom tonight? Yes, absolutely, Raul. We do have like Zoom tonight. Inshallah, we're going to have to talk about like verbs. Allah, you are okay. Let me see. Understand. Exactly. كل شي مزيان شكرًا ولكن فقتي مع الساد صباح وبزز I love that you use بزز وبزز باش فقت ومقلوبة I see I love that you use the words that we used before. عندي واحد سؤال yesterday I said كيف العادة as usual but can we also say كما العادة yes كما or كيف ما العادة let me see right over here كيف ما العادة and it's like from the north but we do use it العادة كيف ما العادة is also mean like as usual yes كيف ما العادة. Okay, guys, I do like want you to do the same. Like whenever I teach you like something like from all the old videos. Okay, Raul, take care and نهارك مبروك. Have a very good day. نشوفك من بعد بسلامة. إن شاء الله نشوفك من بعد. ونهارك مبروك. شنو هالشي؟ كيف العادة؟ كيف العادة is as usual. I said this yesterday, I think. Yesterday. Yes, yesterday I said like had she كيف العادة is as usual. So I think like I said it like when you asked me what did you had for breakfast and I said البيض omelette كيف العادة which mean like البيض eggs like as an omelette as usual كيف العادة. كيف ما العادة is also like from the north or like كيما العادة. So both are like this is like a three ways. It's about the region. Okay. So yes, I want you like really like whatever like you have like the sentences you have like you really have to use it in the chat. Like whenever we learn something, for example, today, you have to use it tomorrow and after tomorrow, so that it's going to stick to your brain. So it's become like a part of your language. For example, like فقط في الصباح, and we already like talked a lot about like how to describe how did you wake up كي صبحتي, like واش فقتي بخير, واش فقتي فوق بخير, واش فقتي عيان, واش فقتي بزز as like Mary said, or like فقتي مقلوب or مقلوبة and all of that. And we talked about it like in details like many times. بحال العادة بحال العادة بحال العادة كيف العادة كيف العادة. And also like we forgot like very important one. There is another one. كالعادة. كالعادة. If someone asks you بغيتي القهوة بلا سكر, you say كيف العادة. Yes, you can actually do all like an answer. I could say like كيف العادة بحال العادة كالعادة. So that's like the short form. Like the shortest one is like that the last one I wrote is كالعادة is like as usual كالعادة. بحال العادة بحال العادة. Yes, العربية is like having like too many ones. It's like actually it's just like from the region stuff, but they all mean the same thing. And for example, بحال is like with like usual. بحال is like in like the usual, and كما is like all like as usual. So all of them like they mean same thing. So كيف العادة is like بحال ديما. No, بحال ديما is like as always. And كيف العادة is like as usual. So العادة is usual, and also like it's mean the habit. العادة is like mean usual العادة, and also like a habit. For example, I can say عندي okay عندي عادة خايبة, like I have a bad habit. Okay, no one like to say that about themselves, but is just an example. عندي عادة خايبة, which means like I have a bad habit. So it's also mean a habit. It's usual. بحال ديما is like as always. بحال ديما is as always. بحال ديما. How do you say if you could? إلا قدرتي. إلا قدرتي is like if you could. How do you say if you could? إلا قدرتي in pronunciation. I know it's like hard to say in the beginning, but just like you take your time, stop at the ق, It's like because the stop you just stop in it. إلى إلى قدرتي إلى قدرتي إلى قدرتي. Okay, just like make sure like when we say like we really don't even like close our mouth, it's still the same. إلى قدرتي إلى قدرتي إلى قدرتي. If you notice, I can like I don't have like to close my mouth. It's just like إلى قدرتي إلى قدرتي. It's just like it's happening inside. For example, إذا قدرتي أعطيني بي سي ديالك. Like, give me your laptop. إذا قدرتي أعطيني البي سي ديالك. So if you notice, I say that like I only like close my mouth in the p sound because it's like p. إذا قدرتي أعطيني البي سي ديالك. أعطيني البي سي ديالك. PC is like this. PC is like laptop. Okay, yeah, you feel like just like I always like say that be open minded about like the similarities because every like region like slightly different. Like كيف العادة كالعادة كيف ما العادة, all of them mean the same thing, and it's just like being aware of it like makes it easy for you. And for example, like if ديما, and also it's mean like as always, but can also like use it. فيك برودة. No, that's another meaning. Bruda? You know, Bruda, what is Bruda? What even Bruda is? Feek is like in you. Bruda. I can't hack back. I mean, like, it's like in Bruda. I was like, it's like, are you like, it is called in you? It's like, are you called? Like, Bruda, yes. Yes, I know, like, yeah. At the beginning, I was like, I understood it, and then I was like, hold on. Like, what does she mean? Did she want to mean something else? Ah, uh, yeah, because I said like I saw like cold, and I thought like that's why I was confused. I was like, why if I could what? I was just like confused. إلا كانت يصير لك إلا كانت فيك البرودة always إلا كانت فيك البرودة if you were like cold or like it's like literally actually cool. If actually when we have like freak is like in you, inside of you. Actually, even like when you are like really cold, like it's inside of you, like it's like there is like frozen, like your bones is frozen. That's why we use like in you. Like when she's so like yeah, I know. I was like confused. Yeah, sometimes I just like confused in the morning. It's like really hard to keep like my mind like open when I just like woke up. Yes. You have like to say ila. Ila. Ila is F. We talked about this before, about the F. Oh, Brussels. Cool. You never use saxi? No, we never use saxi. Saxi is just in the north. Saxi is like to ask someone. They wouldn't even like suul, yes, to ask someone suul. We always like say just like suul, suul, tek suul, tu suul, ha. I asked her, can solo we ask, uh, but like we do understand this because we have like people in the north that they live over here and they will say like kan saksi la shihad, like I'm asking about someone, and they would like use it, but we would never like use it as like people who live over here, but we are familiar with it. We just don't use it. Saksi is like suel, is like to ask. Okay. Yes, let's. Do you have any more questions? Please ask me if you have any question because I have to go. It's like about to be 10. And مازال ما فطرتش. I haven't had breakfast. Yes. مازال ما فطرتش. Of course, if you are from the north, you have to say مازال ما فطرتش. Where would you write down what's happened if you get divorced? Like the spouse need to pay money if they want. Ah, yeah, I'm sorry. Like I asked you what you mean by that, but you have not like replied, and I just forgot. Where would you write down what's happened if you get divorced? Like write down, like write it like me, like writing it down, like what will happen if you get divorced. Like the spouse need to pay money if you want to do to divorce, if this part of the religious marriage or like a legal marriage. No, it's like the legal marriage. For example, أنا في Joanna, if for example if you just like for example if the man wanted like to have a divorce and you don't want to have divorce, he have like to pay something, but it's like a long process in like in the law, like you have like really two ways. But if like for example like you wanted to have a divorce but he doesn't want to and you want to divorce yourself, it's like really hard if you have no reason. So you have like to give a reason, like to convince them that like he's like maybe doing something, and then you can divorce yourself. I was like talking about like if you want to divorce yourself. um but actually for example if like you guys didn't meet like for a year or something and he was outside the country and it's been a year and you want to divorce yourself, you can do that. If it's like anything like this. So, and yes, here. um Well, about the money, like I don't know how much money because I never like actually like know anyone like in my family who had divorce. They do have divorce, but it's like when you agree on it, it's like very easy. You just go to the court and you get divorced. So it's not hard at all. You just like collect the paper, whatever paper they have, and if they would want to get divorced, it's like super easy. It's like as easy as getting married because you can get married within 1 hour, just like going to the courts or like going to the adul, what like the man who's like getting you married, and you can marry in 1 hour if it's like both of you are like Moroccans. And I don't know like about if you're not a Moroccan, but I think in divorce is the same process. If you would like agreed on like getting divorced, it's like really easy. It does not take any time. But about the money, it's only if like you had a paper, if you're going to divorce me you have to pay me something. So that's like the case. So it's like because if it's in paper, like you have like to give your money or like you have to give money if he said that on the paper. But I don't think that's what you're asking for. I don't know like even if I answered what, because I'm not sure of like what you mean. I have like where will you write down what happened if you get divorced? Oh, like you're talking about like where there is like a court of like family court. You have like to see like where it is. There is like a family court. It's like about marriages and divorce and everything about like the family. So you have like to go there. It's not like any court. It's like should be like a family court. And like the spouse need to pay money if you want a divorce. If you want it. No, I don't think so. I don't think there is like any money involved in that. Maybe like just the papers and the little thing, but I don't think it's like there's any money like you have to pay for it. I'm sorry, I just like now like like saw the question like when I'm hungry, I just like don't see clearly in this part of religious marriage, or is this a part of it? No, it's not a part of religious like marriage. It's like legal marriage. It's not a part of the religion. About like religion, for example, if like a guy, if like a person, yes, you would say like let me write it in Arabic script because you would say like محكمة الأسرة, like you would need it in, and then I will write it like محكمة is like شؤون الأسرة. أسرة. It's like family affair court, like family affair courts. It's like محكمة شؤون الأسرة. I'm going to write it over here. and this is how we'd like write this: محكمة شؤون الأسرة. الأسرة. Okay, so for shu'un, I put the apostrophe because it's like shu'un. So mahkamat is like the court, shu'un is like the affair, al-usra is the family. Okay, mahkamat shu'un al-usra, and of course, if like you will ask for it, like depending, like every city have like mahkamat shu'un al-usra, and they are like very helpful. I only yes, yes. You can memorize it with the two. I talked about that like yesterday. Like some Moroccans, they would like have like number two. The reason why they have number two is mean like you have to stop and say the sounds like always like So whenever like you have al like it's like you will put the two. Some Moroccans they put like apostrophe or something, and some of them they just like put space, which mean like shoe by itself, and the other one is like on shoe on. I don't like blank. I never use number two, but some people do. Some people do. Is yes. It's like yes shoe on, but with the o, it's like it's going to be on shoe on. Whatever comes after it. Shoe on الأسرة. It's like kind of like glotter stop is a glotter. It's like shoe on. Okay, Joanna, did I answer your question? Is that like what you needed like to know, or did I like skip something? That's what I know. Like that's the information I know about like divorce. Um, yes, succeed. So succeed is well. It's well. No, it's like with the se. Succeed. It's not succeed. It's succeed with seen. It's just like the second one. And let me like go. Yeah, I haven't seen your message. I never know how to know if a word have sa or sa in its script. Like soul. Soul with the scene, that's clear. I know it, but succeed, I don't know how to write it because it's like it's just succeed. It's like the same scene. Succeed. It's the ka which is emphasized, not the sa. Succeed. I don't know where. Yeah, succeed. It's like the same because we say it fast. I don't know. I'm confused. It's like really like I don't like really know much about like the chords and all of that because I never been in there. But it's not what I know. If like you guys would like agreed on like being divorced, it's easy because there's like no one going to ask you anything. It's just like we want to have divorce. They will say like, "Are you agree on that?" And you will say like, "Yes." If you ask like the same to the man, he say like, "Yes." And then you would send like papers and all of that, and that's it. But it's only a problem when someone doesn't want to. It's like that's the only it's like problem. It makes it like a long process because the court they will tell you like maybe go like a month or something, like maybe like you will like have an agreement or something. You see what I mean? So that's like when it's like a bit like long, but you I don't it's like never about the woman paying. The woman never pay anything actually. Honestly, like in the first they would like say like whoever like wants to have a divorce and the other person did not want it to like the other person should pay, but like it's no longer that. What happened to the house? Oh yes, yeah. This is what you want to talk about. Okay, so Joanna, this is like very important. I'm glad that you asked it like this because when you ask like something general, it's like really hard for me like to talk about like which one in like what do you need to know. But for example, if like the house it's yours, it's say yours. It's if you like buy it and you have the paper and it's all your name in there, it's like yours. Like no one can take it from you. There is like no 50-50 in divorce in Morocco. So if the house is in his name, so it's his. So you can take it from him. So it's about like the paper who bought like the house. So if it's you the one who bought the house, it's yours. If he is the one who bought the house, it's his. It's his. So whoever bought something and you have a paper for it, no one going to take it from you because there's like no 50-50 in Morocco. But let's assume, for example, if the house, if like 50-50, like and like you bought like the half and he bought the half, then like you will have to either like you guys are going to sell the house and like divide the no money, whatever you agreed like on it, or like or you could stay living over there, but that I don't think that's going to be possible. Yes, Christian لاباس عليك؟ كتفاق معطل. You wake up late. um Safi is with the Safi. Safi. Yeah, but I heard the word Safi equal to a Saksi. اسمي is the same. فهمتيني؟ It's like Blanca, like بحال in Morocco, either like wrote the sa or the sa, they would understand it. Even when if like you wrote like saksi like that, I would understand it's like saksi. If you wrote it out with the sa, it's still like saksi for me because that's what we don't like use it a lot, and we don't use Arabic script a lot. So no one like really will like found it like weird. Remind you, remind you something. I don't know what you mean. Remind me of what? Joanna, do you know what I mean? So it's not as 50-50 as in Morocco, as in the United States. So if you have a paper and it's like yours, you bought, if you bought it, it's yours. That's why like when Moroccans, like when we grow up, when like they would say like get things which is like yours, so that if you had divorce, it's like you say like okay, this is mine. Never like trust people and say okay, let's go like 50-50 and just like buying the house together, because it's cause problems later, because you never know what's future like happen. But most of girls like not able to buy houses, and the man who's the one who's buying house, so what she does is like she keeping gold. She's like buying gold and hiding it, so that if she never need money, she have her own gold, and never like really like give like your stuff to the man, because if you give it to him, then like they say like police like really don't like protect you when it comes to that. You have to protect yourself. It's like we are like grown up like knowing that this is why women like most of the time don't want to have a divorce in Morocco, because most of the time men like buy the house or like owning things, and but if he is a good man, he would like leave it to her. Like there is like a really good man who would like even if the house is hers, it's his, and he would like leave it to the woman and the children, and then like he go to another place. But not everyone is as gentleman as this. عندي تاني سؤال. You would say سؤال تاني. How do you say again? عاود. We say عاود تاني. عاود تاني is again. عاود is in the north, yes. اش بغيتي عاود. اش بغيتي عاود تاني. We say عاود تاني mostly. Once again, once again. Once again, اش بغيتي, it's like again. It's like same as again. Again and once again is the same. One more time. اش بغيتي one more time. One more time is depending on the next time. For example, one more time مرة أخرى. You would say مرة أخرى. غير مرة أخرى. Like just one more time. Yes, one more time, because you have to be specific. You have to say غير مرة أخرى. غير مرة أخرى. And where would you write down like what you expect in marriage? I remember someone said that she was not Muslim, and they say she have no intention to convert. Where would you write down like you expect in marriage? I remember someone said like she was not Muslim, and and she said she have one. Yes, I think Greta said that. Yes, that was like Greta. She's Portuguese, and he's Moroccan, and they would get married. I think, and so in the papers that she had in Portugal, she wrote like she have like no intention to convert, and that's okay. Rwanda, there is like no problem with that, because men in Morocco can marry like a non-Muslim woman. That's okay. Islam like really accepting that. It's not a preference, but it's like they are accepting that. But if like the woman who's marrying like a non-Muslim man, um, she can't. So it's like there is like the contract, because we marry in contract. The contract like you write whatever you want. So you go into the like to the place where the man and women get married. It's like called العدول. Like that's العدول is like an office. You would ask like for مكتب العدول. So مكتب is office. مكتب العدول. And this is like when you write the contract. It's not expensive. I think it's just like 30 euro or something to get married. I think maybe become like 40 euro. I don't know. Like between 30 to 40 euros, like not that expensive to get married. It's like very fast, like maybe in 30 minutes or something like that. Yes. العقد. The contract is the عقد. Contract is عقد زواج. عقد is contract. عقد زواج. You have to keep it. If you're getting married, like you have to keep it. Like I'm just like saying that, Joanna, you have to keep the like the contract. It's going to be like you have to have two copies. Copy, like really keep it. Don't give it ever to anyone, because it's like very important to have the contract. Like really, really important. So العقد is like the contract of marriage is called عقد الزواج. عقد الزواج. Okay, so that contract is like where you write everything, like all like the rule that you want. For example, you can ever like write the stupidest things like ever, like you're going to do the dishes. You can still just like as like you want. Then like you will have to talk about the money and all of that. Joanna, if you are Muslim, have divorced to his no Muslim woman and they have kids, the kids will stay in with the father and that. I have no idea about that, honestly. Um, I don't know. I'm not sure, Blanca, about this, but I don't know. I have no idea. Would you write down like how many children you want in this contract? Yes, absolutely, Joanna, but like be careful with the men. Yes, yes, you can. Actually, you can. It's like the very important times you can talk like whatever is like important for you is like about the money, the house, the all of that. No, and that's nothing about actually like Moroccans don't really care about that much about religion. So if like the kids like they have like a Morocco like a Muslim father and Muslim like a non-Muslim woman, she really can't like she really like can't she can like the kids are like free actually when they are old to have any religion they want. So when they grow up, maybe like the father will raise them as a Muslims, but when they grow up they can do whatever they want. So it's not like really like as black or white. I already told you that it's not like this. I mean, if they have divorce, um it's about agreement again. If it's about like it's not like the country will like force you, but like you can take your Joanna. Okay, so I'm going to answer you. So Joanna, if you're going to have kids with a Moroccan man and you're living over here, you can't take the kids away from the father if he's not going to accept it. If he said okay, if he's going to sign the there is a paper to sign that you can take the kids, you can take them. But if he said no, then it's problem. If he refused, it's not about the government; it's about the agreement. Let me go one by one. It's why I saw a lot of old women with young Moroccan wives. What do you mean? Christian, I don't know like what you mean over there. Would you write down like how many should? Yes, absolutely. It's about religion. The Muslim woman can't raise the kids if she ain't Muslim. That's why women are not allowed to marry non-Muslim because they want to spread Islam and their children will take the religion of their father. So if the father is non-Muslim, the kids will be too. Yes, exactly. That's the real reason why. That's the real reason. I mean, if they have divorce. For that, men can have married to non-Muslim women, but non-women can have married to a non-Muslim. Yes, like women really can't have like can't marry to a non-Muslim man because women like mostly like follow the man like most of the time like and but honestly I think like it's the opposite like because the woman who's like staying with the kids and raising them is not like the man. Man is always like working and stuff, but not like I don't know. So I don't know. Um, for that, men can have married to non-Muslim men, but not women can have. Oh, okay, so I already see that. The people in the East Morocco was it's like what? Like Algerian. We all of us we use wash. Not like just in the north, like whole Morocco use wash and ash to mean like what? Because Islam said the father is the truth in the religion. Yes, yes, absolutely, actually. But honestly, like from my families, like yes, the father they are always like good. But actually, who really like teach us like Islam when we were little, like is the mother who's like stay home with us, and we see her praying, and we see the father is praying, and we do that the same. And so it's like in Islam, yes, that's right. But I think like culture change, like is a cultural thing. So in Morocco, is like I what I see because like I grew up with my mother, so it's like was the one who's like showing us things. I never like my father never told me like to pray or not to pray, to do something or not to do something. It was like my mom who's like always like advising me. So that's what I mean, Blanca. But like why it's like saying the true is religion. That's like true when it's called like the fathers with the guys, like when with the sons. Like he would always like say, let's go to the mosque, let's go and do that, let's go and do that. So that's why Islam is saying like the father is like more truthful, but we also like with the sons. It's like for us in Morocco is like the man is like really like rising the son is like always like they have a bond, and the girls like always having a bond with the mother. So if you see what I mean, Blanca, so it's like yeah, what like it was just like just a question. It's just like questions. It's not like what do you want for example شنو بغيتي شنو بغيتي لا الزواج. That's why I take the children. Yes, Joanna, absolutely. That's why I'm saying like the contract act الزواج is very important because you can write all the important things. So and of course like you guys like really have to talk about this before because maybe he will be like, oh no, like you're not trusting me or something. So they are always like saying that like they will like want to flip it on you and say like you don't trust me, this is why you want to write this. But for example, you should not like really care about like what he's going to say and say like, okay, I don't trust you and all of that, but I still like want to write this. So you really have to talk about this before writing the contracts because it's very important because it's going to be like two things. Even like when you are like with the man on the act زواج, like who's like writing that, they will ask both of you. So are you agree on that? Are you agree what the wife asked for? And he have to say yes or no. So yes, like you have like really to do that because I heard in Morocco songs the singer was from the east, I think Wujda, and he said wash درت أنا شنو درت أنا. I wonder why he didn't say شنو درت أنا. It's the same. Wash and ash would mean what? I said that. Wash and ash. I'm starting to think like Blanca, maybe you don't need marriage because Islam, the father, brother don't need marriage. Um, I mean, like it's like oh, Joanna, if you did not get married, it's going to be like worse than getting married because if you did not get married and then they like because the kids over here have their father name. So they will be like his kids, and you will have no rights. You see what I mean? This is like why like really like marriage like saving you, because if you wrote in the contract, I want to take the kids of with me, if we're going to have divorce, it's like you at least like you have like that things in contract, so you will take your kids by law, and they will be with you in that. But if you're not getting married and you didn't like write that in contract, you're not going to be safe either. You see what I mean? So that's why I say like really like a marriage is like safe for women more than men, because you can write whatever you want. Like you can say, okay, I want to have kids with me if like something happen and stuff. But if you just like going to live with him and with no marriage or anything, it's like later is going to be like a problem. But if you're just like not planning on having kids and just like a relationship and just like enjoying like being with someone, like a partnership and all of that, and you have your own place and all of that, that's okay. It's like just like having someone like to share life with. But I don't think about sharing kids with, because you don't know what will happen. My brother wants to marry like a girl, but the girl is Muslim and her family they don't him what? Uh, so even they both love each other, they broke up because the reason. Yes, I mean if he's not willing to convert, like the parents would never like accept that. So if she loves him, maybe can like. I mean, like it's not a good start to lie about religion and get married with like lying to get like to parents. It's like okay, I'm married, like I'm Muslim now, but I mean it's an option if she's okay with that. But I don't think like she would be okay with that. Maybe that's why they broke up. علاج تقولي هيدا why you doing that? Mm. Sorry, give me headache. Absolutely, yes, it's like a huge headache. I mean, like it's like same for me. I actually, Joanna, the reason why I actually don't want have a wedding, because I don't like people like looking at me. I don't like to be that person who's wearing this like three or four or like seven dresses as in Morocco, and people like just like all like family just like looking at you, staring at you, and you have like to like just like wave at them, and you have to smile like the whole thing and all of that. I don't even get like to enjoy dancing because they are the one who's dancing, and I have like to go change and like change the makeup all the time. So I don't think it's going to be fun for me. It's like fun for them. And I actually like kind of like don't like to be in the spotlight. I would it's okay for me to be like on YouTube live and all of that. And I'm like actually I'm not an introvert. I like a lot of people and all of that, but I think it's like very stressful, and it's like a very huge headache and a lot of planning and all of that, and I have my own preference. حاسة نمشي دابا. Yeah, actually Blanca is same for me. It's almost about to be 2 hours. Yes, actually, like you just imagine that you are like actually an Maria. Okay, like Google this. I'm Maria. I love people, but I just don't want to be like that way. I'm Maria. I don't get to dance. If like you are like a bride, you don't really have like time to dance, enjoy food. Actually, you stay the whole night. You don't eat because you don't want to mess up your makeup, and you have to change every now and then. So it's like very stressful for you. You're not going to enjoy your own wedding. So what the point? Amaria. Oh, by the way, if you don't know Amaria, what it is, Google it. Amaria is like a very traditional thing where they will like you going to ride it, and people like will like in like Egypt, and they will like in like all time, and they will like carry you like this, and they will like keep like dancing while they are carrying you in that. It's like sounds scary, but you have to Google this. Um, that's the same as me. I don't want all the attention everyone is. Yes, like it's like really hard. I would be so it would be so awkward for me. I don't know what to do with all like the eyes like looking at you. Mm. Yes, that's like the scary part. Imagine if like you are in your own wedding and they carry you in that like little thing, and you just like waving as like your princess or something. But if they dropped you, that's a scary thing because they are actually dancing while they are like carrying you, and it's like really, really scary. It's just like it's like sounds beautiful. Some people do like it. Yeah, I can imagine that. It's like really hard. Yes, by the way, and then like you will have like flowers or like actually candies sometimes, like and then you will have to chew like candies and like wave at them and stuff like this. It's nice, but still like yeah, I want to eat and dance. Yeah, for me it's like okay for me to go to the wedding, eat and dance and just like see people and all of that. But I wouldn't want to be like uh be the person like looking at. ايوا صافي تهلا في راسكم ونشوفكم غدا كوثر عن سولك في الواتساب إلا سولتك قبل على عندي. Yes, absolutely إن شاء الله and then نشوفك إن شاء الله في القريب. نهاركم مبروك نهاركم. Actually, I have to go to as well. It's like 10:30 and I haven't had breakfast yet. خاصني نفطر. I need to have breakfast. خاصني نفطر and then like the normal day, like cleaning, working, eating, all of that. That's how I actually have to go too. So thank you guys for being here. I actually have to go. خاصني نمشي. نتمنى لكم نهار مبارك سعيد. I wish you like a very blessed day and نشوفكم إن شاء الله غدا. See you tomorrow إن شاء الله. واللي عنده شي سؤال whoever have a question you can contact me through my Gmail. If you are interested on one-on-one online lesson you can also contact me through my Gmail and I will and try to answer you on time. And also like all the information you need you will find it like down below in the comments like on the box section is like description. You'll find it under any of my videos. So thank you for being here ونشوفكم غدا إن شاء الله. أزيل بسلامة وتهلا في راسك. جوانا بسلامة بسلامة ماري. Like goodbye to all of you just like ياسمين بسلامة عليك ونهارك مبروك. نشوفكم إن شاء الله غدا. سلامة.